Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea, you know that. But did you know that today is Top Fails 81? It is crazy, not only yes that we're at Top Fails 81, but then also that in Top Fails 80, I was super excited about 80,000 subscribers and then we're already at 83. So welcome to all the new ones. I'm super excited to have you here. A quick little disclaimer. I know, enough with the disclaimers. It's annoying, but you know what? It's okay. So, per usual, if I'm including someone in my videos, it is not an attack on them. They are purely just an example. Sure, I could sit here and talk about the company does this, the company does that. However, I like to focus on the psychological aspect, the cult tactics, the deceptive marketing, the lies, debunking things, manipulation tactics as well that are commonly used in high control groups or commercial cults or multi-level marketing companies and the industry as a whole. So it's not an attack on them. I don't know them. I don't need to. I don't want to. I don't care. I don't need to know them. I'm sure they're maybe nice. I don't know. They could not be. Who cares? So just keep that in mind. Some people say, but Chelsea, you should just keep, talking about the business and not, the company, not the person. The company's not in your DMs. They're not the one manipulating you, are they? It's Sally Mae from high school. Typically Brittany Lee from high school or something like that. So keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it because we have some goodies here today. Also, yes, you can hear him. It's not your refrigerator. It is the Wiggum. He's behind me, completely passed out right now. And you know what? I would kind of love to play the game where I don't even say what MLM they're with. And then maybe throughout the video, if you want to, you can say, I think, this first person is in this MLM or that person's in this one. And then at the end of the clip, I can tell you which one they're in. Sometimes they say it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's super obvious.
$20, getting a new tire was $350. We got everything figured out today. And the point is, I literally remember the time, that was not a long time ago, that something like this would, honestly, I don't know how we would pay for it. Just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were in a spot where we got a flat tire and we had to Uber to places and it cost, a couple $100s. I'm pretty sure this, crappy thing today cost us an extra $500. I don't know if we would have been able to, we didn't even have savings, just nothing. I don't know what we would have done. And this was the first time in my life that I didn't have to worry about tires, because living in the mountains, you always have to worry about tires, getting winter tires, getting summer tires.
Where'd the sound go? Okay. Well, I guess we're done listening to that one. That just happened.
And it's the worst feeling ever. And I want you to know that if you're in that spot, it's possible to get out of that, and you can get out of that. I always practice that. It's possible, you can, and you must. I would always tell myself that. If I was in a situation that I really hated, the hamster wheel of life, and I'm I just don't want to live this way anymore. That was a big thing for me. I told Earhart, I never want to about tires again. That's the spot in life that I wanted to get to, and I focused on that. You got to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Don't focus on, I don't want to be stressed, I hope that I make it, don't focus on that. I know a lot of people keep asking me, Elise, tell us more about this social retailing, the working with influencers, monetizing social media, because that's what I do. That's actually where I make my living, and I know I don't talk about it very often.
Did you hear that? The social retail. So by now you should already know, at least I do, what she sells. Come on, you know what it is. I won't tell you yet, but it's very interesting just by looking at her, and I'll take screenshots for you, but just by looking at her bio on Instagram, and then even her link in bio. Yes, her link in bio says it as well, but she's all about fitness and one-on-one coaching and stuff like that. And so I feel you wouldn't think that she's in the MLM that she's in. Right when I saw her, I thought she was in Beachbody, but she's not. Also, it's very interesting how she just said, I don't talk enough about this. It is how I make my income. I know I say a lot of the times that it's weird that they talk so much about their job. That's because they're marketing it. But it's also sketchy when they don't, because if that is your job and you are making money by marketing it, marketing a lifestyle, I feel it's even more deceptive and less transparent. The fact that you're not I make my money through a multi-level marketing company. So it makes me think that the people that she is recruiting are all behind the scenes, and possibly even the people that she does one-on-one coaching with. That is sketchy.
because so many of you have been asking me. I am going to be opening up my calendar to do some calls next week. I don't just take on anyone. I don't think that this is for everyone. This is for the person that wants to monetize social media, work on social media, learn how to do stories, be willing to actually like get on stories, talk to the camera, learn about how to create your own brand and how to sell. Like if selling is something that scares you, then, you're out. I teach all of that. I love it. I love all of it. I think it's the best job in the world. I really don't feel like I work a day in my life because I love it so much. This is the business that I started in 2019, May of 2019, that I built to a 6-figure business in 9 months. So I know that it's possible, but I hustled my butt off.
Income claim. But they also do still have to have the disclaimer no matter what. Income disclaimer saying that, this isn't, normal. It takes, work and time, blah, and saying the little like blurb that typically every multi-level marketing company has under their income disclosure. She doesn't have that anywhere on the screen. They have to have that. And so that's annoying. But again, I don't know that if with this MLM, they allow you to make true claims of income. Saying that you built a 6-figure business in 9 months is pretty deceptive because does that mean that you sold 6 figures, or does that mean that you had 6 figures of revenue, or that your team had 6 figures of revenue? Because you building a business or having like a 6-figure team or something like that, that is very, very deceptive. Y'all know this is not a flex. This is speaking analytically. I feel like I always have to use that disclaimer when discussing money, but speaking analytically, like I said, I am pretty open about my income when it comes to AdSense and stuff like that. When it comes to things I've signed contracts for and sponsorships, I obviously can't disclose that. That's not okay. In any industry, you can't do that. I have said multiple times, I make good money on YouTube. That's revenue, not profit, right? So it would be very interesting to actually know, okay, well, what is it? Why are you being vague about it? Also, I've talked about it multiple times. If anyone ever has how much money they make in their bio, block them. Please just block them. Why do you have that in your bio? 6-figure business builder. That's weird. That's cringe. Imagine a director of a marketing department at a corporate company having that in their Instagram bio. That's weird, right? But again, of course, the only reason they do that is so that they can market it and get you in, which is so weird.
So I don't want you to think that this is easy or anything, but I do want you to know that the sky really is the limit. And if you're passionate about social media and it's something that you've been wanting to do, or maybe you're someone who's been growing and you have a brand, you kind of figured out your pillars, you love making stories, you have some highlights, and you want to learn how to make money on social media, how to sell through your stories, kind of like an affiliate marketing type of business, but it's not that, then I will be linking a Google Doc that you can fill out, and I will be setting up calls for next week on basically going through these docs and seeing. Please don't DM me and ask me questions. How does it work? I would love to answer you guys, but that's why I set up Zoom calls, because I don't have time to be DMing everyone. So if you don't want to get on a Zoom call, that's okay. Don't even fill the Google Docs. I actually only start working with people who are willing to get on a Zoom call, because that's going to be a pretty big part of the business. So if you're serious, you're very serious, you're I want to turn my life around, I would love to build a 6-figure business on social media, I want to hustle with this, then you're the right person. Or even if you're just I want to make a little side income, learn about how affiliate marketing works, how, making stories and selling through stories works.
How old is this that it still has the swipe up for the link? That's weird that not once did she say network marketing, multi-level marketing. She only said, she said social retail twice, I believe, once, or at least once verbally, and then once on the screen. I think she said it twice verbally. But y'all can clearly tell what MLM it is, right? It's Modere. I'm sure you probably got it right. Who do you think, or what type of multi-level marketing companies rep? Which one of them do you think is in the most denial that they are in multi-level marketing? I really think it's Modere, because she just said social retail is not like anything else. Oh my gosh. It's yes, it is. And they can say all day long, we don't, it's not focused on recruiting. There's so many other ways you can make money. Then why are you recruiting people? All right, this one is 1 minute and 10 seconds long. And again, this is someone trying to convince us that they are just social selling. So let's hear this again. Let me guess, she's going to bring up, you watch Netflix, you tell people that you like a coffee. It's the same thing. No, your livelihood is not dependent on selling someone watching a show. Like the comparison, it's not the same. It's not the same.
How many times in your life have you told someone, I love this nail polish, or I love this movie, you should go watch it. Oh my God, turn on Netflix. This friggin' reality dating show is the bomb. Because you genuinely speak about something that you love and you refer that to somebody, and that's that. No problem. But when it comes to social selling, people are like, oh no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. But you do it every day with all of these other things. And when you are social selling, you're genuinely sharing something that you love and you want other people to use and try because it excites you. That's what social selling is. I could never, ever, ever sell something that I didn't love or believe in or whatever. And that's where you just have to get out of your own mindset. You could literally build another income by social selling the things that you love, instead of just doing it for free.
It's not social selling. The whole argument of, well, you're already doing what I do. With that logic, people in multi-level marketing companies would be being paid for just suggesting products, promoting products, but that's not what they're doing. They are selling it. They only get paid when a transaction is made. More so than that, though, it's recruiting people. So I'm not selling products already. I'm not recruiting people already. So no, I'm not doing the same thing that you do every single day. People would always used to ask me, well, how do I respond to this? Like, how do I say no? And I said, you just did. Say no. No is an acceptable answer. If someone's trying to sell you something, you can just say no. I like how I just completely abandoned the idea that one of y'all gave me for a top fails video. The whole oh, it's a game. Guess which MLM they're in. I don't know which MLM this girl's in. I think this, okay. I'm going to look it up. Oh my God, there's a bug. So annoying. He's feeding off of my soul. Okay. The second one we just watched is she is in Monate. And if you ever click someone's bio and it says, take my hair or skin quiz or work with me, run. Again, please just run, please. Oh, this is the same girl as the clip we just watched. What a surprise. Turn off your TV. Military leaders saw pandemic as unique opportunity to test propaganda techniques on Canadians. Forces report says, and that's from the National Post. A lot of crazy things I feel like happened, corporate wise and marketing wise and media wise during the pandemic. Crazy stuff. That's not me sharing misinformation.
I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that have had many ideas of maybe a business you want to start or something new you want to try, and you keep going, well, you know what, I will do it, but just not right now because, I owe this money on my student loans. So when that's paid off, or when I pay off my car, when I finally buy my house, when my kids are a little bit older, there's always a friggin' excuse for everything. And all of a sudden, you're 80 years old and you say, I just wanted to be comfortable all the time. I never did any of those things that I wanted to do, or I didn't start that business that I was really interested in. I never quit that job that I hated to do this that I want to do. And it's crazy. We all have excuses, and excuses are the worst thing ever. You have to get rid of your excuses in order to actually want to achieve something really cool. You got to step outside of your comfort zone. And I'm going to tell you, you will never, ever be ready. It's kind of like when, I knew I wanted to have kids, but I never felt ready. I was like, I just have to do it because I'm never going to feel ready to have kids. You know what I mean? I'm never going to be ready. So if there's something you want to do, don't wait. Don't wait. Because honestly, in the end, you're going to feel more regret than anything if you don't try what you actually want to do with your life. If you don't quit that job you hate, I swear to God, you're just going to feel more regret later on, and that I shoulda, coulda, would've. And we all have excuses. We all are afraid. Do you think that when I opened my first studio, I wasn't afraid that I wouldn't be able to pay for it? Hell yeah, I was. I was worried. I didn't know if I could afford it. I had to work another job just to pay my bills at the studio. And I still had to pay bills at home. It's scary. everything's scary, but it's so freaking worth it.
This is a great example of FOMO. So there's a difference between your feelings regarding that type of situation and then the actual reality and the fact that you just might not be prepared. So when it comes to starting a multi-level marketing job, it's not a business. So what she's saying is like, just jump. You're never going to be ready. Just jump. But a lot of times when people say the excuse of like, I can't afford that, or well, I don't have time, or like my husband won't let me, or, you know, it's just not the right time. It really just isn't the right time. And if they are going to join something, why would you want them to join something when they don't have time? And you can say all day they can work in pockets of time, but typically no.
Maybe owning a gym's not the best this year, but you know what? I'm right where I'm meant to be, and it is what it is, and I'm trying. Because of like the hardships with the gym, I got myself involved in other businesses to help, you know, pay my bills, support my family, stuff like that. And you know what? Maybe it was meant to be, because I love the other things I've been involved with as well. And it honestly shows me that sometimes you need more than one stream of income to make sure that you'll be okay. You know, you can't put all your energy into one thing, because you just never know when that one thing might not be working out anymore. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So even if you have a full-time job, like having some sort of business on the side, if you have a business already, having another business, you know, just in case. I'm going on and on forever, guys. I'm sorry. I had a lot to say today for some reason. So I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday.
It's one thing that is frustrating is the lack of understanding that not everyone has the same amount of time in the day. I understand everyone has 24 hours. However, not everyone has the same amount of time to dedicate. Some people, you know, have kids. They have to keep those people alive. Some people are caretakers for family members. Some people are, you know, already work 2 jobs. Some physically cannot stay awake for that long. Like, just saying that everyone has the same 24 hours. Yeah, I have the same 24 hours in a day as Casey Neistat. Does that mean that I can, you know, survive off of 4-5 hours of sleep? Probably not. I mean, I do sometimes when I'm like really hitting it hard, but we all have different rhythms and what is best for our bodies and our lifestyles. And this like hustle, and the world's crazy. You're never going to be ready for it. You have to join this, or you should have like a backup plan. Listen, money does not equal success. Money is not everything, and it doesn't add more value to you as a person. Yes, it can provide you with material things that make you happy, security, the necessities that you need, but realistically there's a point where like having an abundance of it you can only spend so much money, right? You already know who this girl is. This is Pixie something. She is in Monat, but it's confusing because she was like trying to get out of Monat, I think. It was very weird, and she was saying that she is gonna like be posting more real life and like luxury real estate because she's like getting into real estate or like leaving Monat, but she's still in it. And it's strange. I mean, I'm happy that she's like being more transparent and it's not all just like events and fancy stuff. It was like nice to at least have someone from the top like have that realization, like even I feel like I had to only post these things. In reality, I don't. So I don't think she's ever gonna like get out, but I could see her as someone who like transitions into doing something else. But realistically, she has made a lot of money from the company.
I am currently in line at Starbucks getting a cold brew and starting my workday because I had the kids at the swim club. I got them all tired out. Now they're both napping in the back of the car. So I am getting a cold brew and heading back to my mom's, and I'm gonna start my workday. I'm so excited for Thursday. If you have been considering the business, you should come to this event. It's so inspiring to see the people that have earned the cars and how they're so normal. Like, I'm a normal person. The other women that have earned cars are super normal. And the way that our car program works is you actually get a payout every single month.
Hold on, wait. Why was that so weird? We're so normal. Like, don't worry. We're not narcissists. We're super normal. I'm not saying that they're narcissists, but like, that's weird, right? Like trying to be relatable when you like make that much money, which you can be relatable and make a lot of money. It doesn't matter, but that was just strange. I think this is possibly a telltale sign that they are, I don't want to say flailing, but typically you would never see her posting stuff like this. And now all these top earners are doing Zoom calls, doing in-person things. Like, it is crazy. The in-person ones like are where they really get you because they can just show off their opulence and like love bomb you, and you are more likely to just cave when it's an in-person sale rather than it's on the phone, because on the phone you can just be like, oh, bye, sorry, lost you. Now it says, if you're free Thursday, come hang with me in Jersey and see the beautiful cars you can earn through this business opportunity. I'm a 2x Motor Club member. I earned a Cadillac in 2018 and then upgraded to a brand new Range Rover last year. I've had Monate pay my car every single month since I earned it. The company pays out $750 a month to start when you qualify, and they give you money towards your down payment. They do, and I believe it's $1,500. I think it might have changed recently, but it's in your name, the loan, the lease. If you're only putting down $1,500 for a luxury car, like your monthly payment's most likely going to be a lot more.
And it starts now at $750 a month. And if you're wondering, this is a deal that's made between you and the car dealership. It's not a car through Monate. They just give you the money for it. So you make the deal with the dealership, and then Monate gives you the money every single month once you show proof that you've gotten the vehicle. And I'm trying to think of what other details are really important about this. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Can you tell, like, as I'm going, my clothes are just coming off because this thing doesn't stay up on my shoulders. Anyway, you don't have to say anywhere on the vehicle that it's a Monate vehicle, and it just has to be white. It's the only stipulation. And guys, I love black cars, so mine is actually the closest you can get to having like a two-tone vehicle, because my car is technically white, but I have so much black on my car that it just looks so sick.
Car program, you have to have Arbonne emblems on your car, and you have to send them a picture every single month. Every single month. How cringy is that? That sucks. Appreciate that she even just said, again, I mean, it's doing the bare minimum. It's like impressing me though, that it is between you and the car dealership, which technically it's between you and the loan provider, and it's not a company car. It's not between you and Monate. It's between you and the dealership and whatever loan provider that you get approved for. These people won't get approved because if this is your only job and you aren't actually able to show, proof of income, or that you've actually been like making money, like, yeah, sure, you can show like pay stubs, whatever, and like commission reports and things like that. But most people will have to have a cosigner. So then again, what happens if you get fired from that MLM, or you leave it, or you derank? The person who co-signed, and you can't pay for it, the person who co-signed on it then is also at risk too. It's so murky. It's so dangerous. It's not even murky. It's pretty cut and dry, but of course the way that they market it is very deceptive. You can only get the Range Rover and Jaguar, I believe, if you are, I feel like I'm saying Jaguar weird. Anyways, you can only get those two other cars if you are at the SED level. If Monate is giving you $750 a month, if you actually qualify, and you have a $979 monthly payment with insurance on top of that, and tag, title, whatever, you're still paying for that. You're still paying like $200 for that. Also, insurance is expensive.
Love my car so much, and I'm so grateful for it. And, I worked really hard for it, but it's a vehicle that I never would have had if it weren't for what I do in this company. So you don't have to get a Range Rover though. You can get a Jaguar. So when you hit your 6th promotion, you get the Cadillac. And then when you hit your 10th promotion, you get a Range Rover or a Jag. If you knew me before the business, I drove the same red Jeep that I actually still own, and my dad just like kind of drives around in. But my plan is that when it gets old enough, I'm gonna completely revamp it and just keep it forever. And it's gonna be like our safari car. Like, I love my red Jeep. Her name's Ruby. But I had the same car since I was 17 until I was 26, and I got my Cadillac. So I drove the same car for 9 years. And I never would have gotten a new car without this. So the point of the event is to just inspire, show you what's possible, and I would love to meet you and hang out with you. So tickets are $5, and you're gonna hang out with us. There will be refreshments. You can sit in a brand new caddy, feel it out for yourself, and then join the business because you're gonna want it.
That was concerning. The mask is slipping. How weird is it that they are having an event where you can sit in someone's car? Does any other employer do that to try to get people to work there? So you just read that right. That said, it's making money while taking a for me. Convenience, baby. So does that mean you're recruiting from the toilet? Is nothing sacred anymore? Lord, it's not obvious what MLM she's in. So let's see. It's money. You guys, I was wrong. She was in Monate. She's not anymore. I should have known from the little robot beep boop boop little stonk thing, you know, stonks. So it looks like she was in the Alpha team in Monate, Christy Stone's team. All right, I have to save that one and include it too then so you can show it, because that's, where's the bug? Oh my God, where is it? You're going to include that, aren't you? All right, so this one is just a picture, but it's of like a Zoom call on a phone, right? Screenshot of that. And well, it's like on her story though too. It's inception within inception within inception. And the person who's like on it is in the corner and looks like she's in the car. She looks great, very happy. All the other ones look real tired and in their pajamas. Good morning. I decided to start my morning off with prayer, motivation, and self-development at 6 a.m. from the hospital after having a baby. All these ladies wanted the same thing this morning. So thankful for a company and leadership mentors that pour everything they have into us. Stop pouring into each other. It's gross. To help us run a successful business. I hate to tell you this, girl. If it was a successful business, if you were doing great at it, then you wouldn't need to get on a call and work the literal morning after you just gave birth, or right after you gave birth. You'd be able to take time off. If you could blur out this bug that keeps flying by. My house isn't like infested with bugs, okay?
The reason the link in the bio is there for the free LLC help is because I wanted to connect you guys to resources so that the government wouldn't screw so many of you over. So many of you are overpaying in taxes. I don't get any money. I don't get any money when I do that. I don't get any money for any of you that click on that link, but I do it because I know that if I connect you to a resource that saves you tens of thousands of dollars, it's like a karma check, right? It's like a check in my karma bank. I like to help people out because then if I help you save $10,000 on your taxes because you click the link in the bio and you go to free LLC help and all of a sudden you book a free call and they help you with all this stuff. They tell you what you need, blah, 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 blah. If I help connect you to that and I save you $10,000, $2,000, $1,000, I don't care, any money, I think in your mind you will probably go, that woman is helpful. That woman is generous. That woman is encouraging. That woman helped me. You're going to think about it. You're going to think about me when you think about somebody who's helped you. You're going to think about me, all those influencers, those network marketers, those entrepreneurs, those people are in it for themselves. And you're going to go, wait a minute. Jessie Lee literally helped me and she got nothing out of it.
Not an accountant. I am not a CPA, whatever. But every time someone in accounting ever like offers me like free help or something, and a lot of y'all do that, all good. I do my own bookkeeping, my own payroll, which most of that's automated for me, so don't do anything really. But y'all know that I do know a good bit about taxes, specifically in Florida, but I used to work for a company that sold accounting services to small business owners. I know I shouldn't say she's dumb, I know, but it just, so annoying. So my question to Goblin Lee is why exactly, like why do you have a specific link personalized for you or your team or whatever? For you, it's altruistic, like it does not benefit her at all. If it doesn't benefit her at all, then why is the link personalized? Companies only do that so that they can track how many people buy through that link or set up a consultation through that link. So are you sure you're not getting a kickback? The free consultation is what I used to do, almost exactly like this one. So it's very interesting that she's saying things like this because it's what I call very deceptive. Okay, so this is, I almost called her Veronica, and she is going to talk at us for 7 minutes.
Okay, tea time, because the same exact thing happened to me and it has to be addressed because it's probably happening to a lot of other people. But this happens when you have leaders who are leading from a fearful place and they're afraid of losing their own checks. So anything that isn't what they're promoting is a scam or not good enough or just ain't it. And I want to invite you guys to think freely because I didn't, and like it was one of the stupidest things I ever did. And in 2022, I learned a big lesson, which is don't ever believe what other people tell you about something else or someone else. Go and figure it out for your own because too many people don't have your best intention. They have their best intention at heart.
Less than a minute in, we already got to stop. A lot of the times they don't actually mean go do research because realistically, if you're doing research on something, like where are you going to go? The internet, right? Like, where do they think articles, studies, statistics, like, where do they think these reviews, where do they think those come from? They come from people telling you. You are going to want to recruit people into it. Your motive is money because it's your job. So you're just recruiting people and saying all of this because you are going to want to recruit people into this new MLM. You don't have someone else's best interest at heart. And also the DM here says, "Hi, Veronica. What does this mean? I spoke to someone recently who I feel might be trying to discourage me from joint iGenius, and it kind of put doubt into my head. They mentioned something about the AI being illegal and they wouldn't want to associate themselves with that. Yeah. And that real traders laugh at the people in iGenius. I don't ever believe what people say without facts because it's just hearsay, but I was wondering if this post means that iGenius is legit, not just one legit, not like others try to bash based off of assumptions. I don't do he said, she said. I only trust facts. Hoping you can provide some clarity."
And when 2 girls from my previous company had left to iGenius last December, this company's name got so dragged through the mud that I never even looked into the company, So to me, it was like they talked so bad about it that I didn't even pay any mind. And then when it came to me, after I decided I wanted to leave my last company and I learned all the details, I was like, whoa, this is how stories get so switched up and people are believing people that have no idea what they're talking about. So we'll take it one thing at a time. So get ready for the ride because it's going to be long. So number 1. Our AI bot. First of all, it's not ours. We are iGenius. The bot is Endotech, separate company that's been running for 7 years, who on their website shows you every single trade of the bot and the success that it's had and how it's had up to like 200% annual returns. That is public for you all to see. And if that was legal, it wouldn't have been running for 7 years.
Okay, here's the thing about Endotech, and I mean, she's right. iGenius and Endotech are 2 separate companies. The way that the CEO does phrase it, how he does present it, is that iGenius is like corporate partners with Endotech. However, it is just like real funny that she's like trying to like make that differentiation. However, that's one of their selling points. So it's like weird that they do that, like they push that so hard. They do say that it is AI. It's not AI. If it was AI, that would be very illegal. Just because you haven't gotten caught doesn't mean that you're not doing illegal activity. I'm going to do it anyways. But if you want me to do a deep dive on Endotech, please let me know. And I would be very happy to, talk to experts who are not in the network marketing industry regarding trading.
Number 1. But number 2, the government does not control crypto. Okay, this AI bot is very similar. Actually, it's what they're using on Wall Street. Okay, but an AI bot like that for stocks is not accessible to us because that is something that's controlled by the government. Crypto is not yet. So this bot is actually legal. When the US decides to control crypto, things might change, but that doesn't affect us because we're not the company. So if that company gets shut down, it's just one thing that we take away from our platform. But we're constantly adding new things. So, and it's an opportunity that's working right now. That's been working for a very long time. It's completely legal. So whoever is telling you that is illegal, it's a scare tactic that they're using because they probably don't even know what the name of the company is. Side note, most people don't have their money working for them because they don't know of opportunities like this. And right now there's an amazing opportunity on the table that you could use if you don't have the time to learn to trade. But instead of taking the opportunity, some people are demonizing it because it's easier to make their current businesses look more attractive. Especially when it's like beauty brands or wellness brands trying to fight a complete different product. An educational platform. Makes no sense. And about the real traders thing, guys. First of all, a lot of people joined this business
Yikes, that was a strange shade. It's also interesting that she's again talking about motive when it's like, girl, your motive debunking all of these things is so that people will join your team. It might have been real. Who knows? A lot of times they'll have second or third accounts and DM themselves from it to make it look real. Your motive right now debunking all of this is so that they will join you. And your motive for that is money. I even a long time ago, I think like a year and a half ago, I did a video about motive. And then for instance, what is my motive? I don't make money whether you join the MLM or don't join the MLM, whether you stay in it or whether you get out of it. I'm always very transparent on the fact that YouTubers, me specifically, I make money off of ad revenue, which is determined by the ads that I put on my videos and views and viewer retention. So you joining or not joining doesn't matter. In regards to whether I put like a monetary value on it, it doesn't. But for them, it does. In my opinion, I think what they're trying to do, and it's pretty blatant, make it seem like, well, you don't have to retain this information. Like, listen, our brains are soup. Our brains are tired. Who has time to learn more stuff? You should always want to learn more stuff, but a lot of people just want easy money. They just want to get lucky with a quick investment, which that's rarely ever going to happen, and just put money into something and then just a day later be able to pull it out and whatever. And again, that's most likely never going to happen to you. You'll have a better chance making money in an MLM, okay? Just be realistic. It's better to learn about it, learn about the market, the trends.
So this business is what is helping them become the trader. But there are also very seasoned traders that do this business because through doing the business, they get to bring so much value to other people, information that they know, and that has worked for them, and that's making them a lot of money.
You're going to be made fun of by like actual traders and people who actually invest and do stuff like that. If you are in a pyramid scheme like this and a scam like this, smart people are going to make fun of you. They're going to laugh at you. You're not going to be taken seriously. And notice how she just said, well, they're in this, they're, very established, whatever. They're able to bring so much value and, help so many people. They're able to recruit people and make more money, the majority of their money, by just recruiting people.
So like my friend Alex, in his last company that he was in, he was barely making any money, but he was a bomb trader. So he loved the platform. And then he switched over here, 10x'd his income, and he is trading, teaching his whole team how to trade. And that's the vision for my team too. So yes, I am not a trader, but I came on board with a day trader who does very, very well. And we are currently working on getting other traders on the team. So you could believe what someone who knows nothing says, or you could come straight to the source and get the facts here.
Again, this is a great example of like, I agree with this, but not in regards to an MLM. So I talked about this of like, instead of just assuming something, instead of making accusations and just believing something that a very unhinged thread on the internet says, people who are making hate videos about you or, really just not rooted in reality, why don't you just go ask the person? But again, what is their motive? What is their motivation?
Another thing is, yes, there are some people that do the business and all they use is the AI bot, but they still think that putting people onto the AI bot is amazing. And they make money through talking about the platform because they believe in the platform. So, you don't have to be the trader to do it or want to learn. Maybe you're someone that's like, I don't physically have the time to learn, but I think the platform is genius and I want to use the...
Such a big red flag. I don't have time to learn. You don't have to know what you're talking about. You don't have to learn about it. You can just recruit people, is what she just said.
And I anyways want to tell people about it because why not take advantage of that extra stream of income? So I hope I'm breaking down a lot of things for you guys so that it can make sense, but I know how it is on the other side where people are pointing fingers and talking shit about everything that's not what they are because I was once there.
The enrollment fee, the sign up fee, whatever, that's expensive as isn't the cheapest one like in like isn't it $299, $400, something like that, whatever. And then your monthly fee is also quite expensive. And then you're also putting your money into whatever. If you actually think this is about trading, you're just recruiting people to try to make up for those losses. I mean, if you're not recruiting people in iGenius or I Am Academy, but again, basically the same thing, in these financial MLMs, then you are losing money and a lot of it.
And it's so sad. It's so sad. But if you guys have any other questions you want me to address, just drop it in this question box. Also, I just ask you to be vigilant about people's characters. And if you guys have followed me for a while, I hope that you see me for who I am. And I've always been very honest in everything. If you guys have been here in 2020 through the elections, I was talking about politics because it was important. Although it was not popular and I was getting shadow banned and everything, I keep it freaking real because we only live one life. And I think it's important to make the best decisions possible to take care of ourselves and of our family. So my character is pretty pristine. And I just want you to ask yourself, like, the people that are telling you all this crap about something else, what is their character like? How do you actually view them? So I hope that you guys could trust that I wouldn't make a decision for my whole life if I didn't wholeheartedly believe that this was the best thing out on the market right now.
People's character, like I was talking about this and I was getting shadow banned and I was sharing this and I was getting shadow banned and blah, blah, blah. But like I was losing followers, but I was still going to talk about it. Okay, like sure, that's cool. But your motive is still money. The points she's making aren't really, I don't want to say they're not making sense, but I mean, they're not.
So yes. I'm actually hosting one tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys would like to be on the call, just drop an emoji here and I'll go ahead and I'll send you over the link. If you can't make it tomorrow at 10 a.m., send me a direct message and say I can't make the call so that I could send you a recording instead. Okay, so there are different packages to start. Personally, I only recruit Elite, which is the highest pack, or Premium if there's like a big reason why, which is our $600 package. And the reason why is because I only want to work with people who have skin in the game. And I think that one of the hardest parts about network marketing is that sometimes people only pay $199 on products, and then you expect them to grow a business, but they're not really in it. So the money that you pay to start for the platform, for the education, actually helps hold people accountable. And I know that some people don't have this money laying around, but you can save it, or like you could sell something that you no longer need.
So that was the end of her little spiel, but y'all have heard me say multiple times, overcome those things. She's like, I want to, only work with people who have skin in the game. So she's only gonna sell you the biggest package, but that's not why. That's not why she sells that. It's because she makes more money. She gets a higher bonus if you buy the bigger starter kit, or it's not even a starter kit because you don't get anything. There's no tangible item. Like, yeah, you might have access to more stuff, but what people fail to realize is that that's not an investment. That's you paying to become an employee for a company. Always, always, always look at motive. Not only with MLMs and, stuff like that. I mean, with internet scams and with everyone, because you might not realize it's a scam or someone's trying to take advantage of you. All right. This video, I'm hoping a certain very talented editor was able to edit it down. I'm sure he did. I trust him. I have all of the faith. I'm not even going to apologize for it being long because I'm sure you liked it. That's what she said. Okay. I hope you had a great time today. I know I did. I feel like I did a pretty swell job at debunking things. My mouth is dry. I hate that feeling. Gross. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. I hope you understand and remember how valuable you are. Did you make it to the end of this video? Congratulations. You are now spicy. That means that you will remain spicy because you made it to the end of video. It's the only way you can remain spicy. So if you are spicy, type in the comments below, I am spicy, and let me know. You also have to be subscribed though too. That's how you can become spicy. Both of those things, okay? Those are the requirements. That's your homework. Triple, quadruple check that you are subscribed, please. I will see you in my next video, and goodbye.